Hi, welcome everybody. We are coming to you live this evening to give you some merengue steps and talk a little bit about motivation. You know, what makes you want to dance, what makes you get yourself dancing. So over to Belle.
Well, welcome. We're the Flavor Company. I'm Belle. This is Lise. Right here, Chris. Abra. So you guys probably have seen us out and about dancing at the races, all our wonderful peeps that come out and dance with us. And we get lots of questions about, oh my gosh, what is that dance that you're doing? I want to learn that dance.
I'm going to a wedding this weekend. How do you do that step?
Yes. So we made a decision that we wanted to go we wanted to go live and start teaching you some of our dances. Not necessarily the routines, but the different styles of dancing that we do. We are going to start with merengue. And I know it's really hard for a lot of people to get past the fear of getting up to dance. Who experienced that? Mm-hmm. Yes. So everybody has gone through that at a certain point before they just go, I'm over it, I don't want to miss out on the fun. And so we want to tell you that this is a good way. You can just jump up wherever you are, at work, at home, during your break, and work out some of these steps with us. And when you see us out there and about the community, come up and dance with us. We would just love for you to join us. And there's all kinds of ways you can participate, volunteering, taking dance classes with us. So, to not waste any more time, merengue comes from the Dominican Republic. It is influenced by Eastern Africa, the Europeans, and from the indigenous people of the Dominican Republic, the Tainos. So we are going to demonstrate that. It is a wonderful Caribbean dance. Everybody loves merengues. They're super fun. They are a march. So we're just gonna start. It's like, think of it like you're climbing up the stairs. It's a march. So what we're gonna start with, we're not gonna play any music so we don't distract you, but we're gonna start with our right leg and we're just gonna march. That's it. You're marching. This is the basic foundation of the dance.
And it's much more fun than doing the stair stepper.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Just saying.
I think that's a good point. So, this is so much more fun. So, the music merengue basically goes down on the downbeat. And you step on every beat. That makes it very fun and easy to do and easy to pick up. So, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we're doing here. We're stepping on every beat. This is the march. Now, right now, this does look just like a march, right? You're probably going, you guys don't know what you're talking about. That's not what I see you guys do. Then, you start adding the hips. And now we start getting a little bit of that flavor, that South American, Caribbean flavor going back and forth here. This is your march. Okay? So, if I turned around, there would be your little hips swaying back and forth. Okay, as you can see, Aubra's already adding her style, throwing her hands on her hips. You can do that. You know, you can do lots of things with your hands because you're keeping this beat. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Now that you saw it and you're like, okay, I'm not going to do anything, I'm just going to watch. Now that you watch, come and join us. Ready? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. You just keep marching. You can feel that beat. You're just hitting the beat. You can add lots of different, like you could do this all night long. You could do like stuff with your arms, you know, you could do that, you could do that. You know, you can do all kinds of things with your arms as long as you're keeping that beat, right? So starting now, doesn't mean you have to start on the right, but since we're teaching you, we want you to start on the right. You can start on any leg you want. If you have 3 legs, you can start with whichever leg you want. But that's your march. Great job. So we've added the hips. They're moving side to side. You can start like doing stuff with the arms. Throw on some merengue music. And you notice that's when you can add your flavor. And that's why we're the Flavor Company, because each dancer adds their own flavor. Great. So that is what the foundation is. Let's move on to the next most common step in merengue, and those are the in and outs. So let me demonstrate first. So basically, we're marching now, out, out and in, out and in. That's it. So let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we step out, 1, we replace. So you notice this leg didn't go anywhere. It's in the same spot it is started with. So let's try that again. We're going 1, 2, we bring in the right leg, 3, and then 4. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Let's do that now a little bit faster, and if you want, you can release the hips and you just start to feel the music. You will notice that in merengue, the upper part of the body is very majestic. It stays still up. That is the European influence. The hips, very much the indigenous people of South America and the African influence. And that's what's so interesting about these types of South American dances: merengue, salsa, bachata, tango. The upper body has very much of the European influence that you see like in Irish dancing, when it's very quiet, but you add African and South American indigenous people, and then you get the flavor of the hips. Because that's why you stay upright, versus in African dancing, you lower the whole body. Just a little bit of history. You can pressure people at trivia. Don't get me rolling about history, dance history. Anyway, let's try that again. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release the hips. That's it. It's okay to count, because sometimes you gotta know where you are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go a little faster. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how your hips really go, right? Notice how your hips really go. So if we start turning around, you'll notice, all of a sudden we look pretty spectacular doing this little step. Yeah, you see? And that was just the right side. And you're going, yeah, that's just the right side. So you can march, and then you can spend the rest of the night.
That's right, just go into
the right side, okay? And it's all good. It's all good. You'll be very impressive. But you also want to try to go to the left. So let's try the left. It's going to be the same, out and in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me slow it down. 1, 2. So now the right leg becomes your anchor point. That's the one that now does not move. And the left leg moves out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Releasing the hips a little bit. Go ahead and let it flow. 4. We're jamming. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Excellent. 1, 2. All right, same thing. We speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And we go to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Hey, we were so synchronized. That was so smooth. We felt like we just did a choreography there. So, what do? Okay, I want to do both sides. Well, this is how you would do left and right while you were dancing. Woo! Moving up in the world. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're on the right. Change your weight and go to the other side. Right? I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change weight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's basically separating them. But naturally what would happen, you would get into what we call the common fundamental structure of merengue, which is a 6-count step. And it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let me show you one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before we were just replacing the weight on the 4, on your left leg. But in your 6-count foundational movement here, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The ladies are going to join me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. And I know sometimes people have a difficult time doing a mirror image. So what we're going to do right now, not that we're trying to show you our booty, but we're going to turn our backs to you for a moment. And we're going to start with our right leg so you can follow us, okay? So, starting with our right leg, we're going to do our 6 count. Ladies, are we ready?
Ready.
And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope that was helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick it up because merengue usually is a very fast tempo. So we're going to pick it up and we're going to let the hips release. We're not going to try to hold on too tight there too. We'll just keep them nice and relaxed. And you'll see that this is what you see sometimes when we're out there on the races or events or the fair or holiday in the village or the festivals. We do lots of merengues because merengues are fun. And this is what's really happening. So we're going to try it again this way. We're just going to pick up the tempo. And of course you can slow it down if you need to, but try to do it with us. And you see that the hips kind of have a mind of their own. And here we go, ladies. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. So you can see how the hips just go. We're going to do it facing you now because, we don't want to like turn our back on you for too long. We're going to do that tempo as well. So are we ready, guys? We're going to do it?
Yeah, ready.
And the hips will go. Again, our arms, very free-flowing. You can keep them on your hip. You can, do all your own kind of styling. However you're feeling the music. Remember, movement is about what you are feeling, and it is the activity of expressing it. That's what's wonderful. The music comes in through your mind, your ears, goes into your body, and it comes out as your expression of movement. So we're going to start to the right again. And ladies, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same steps, but notice the tempo is a lot slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same steps. I don't change the steps. Tempo is the same. Now we're going to speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what happens when it's really, really fast? Well, I can't take those side steps that big. I won't make it. I won't make it. So if the tempo is really fast, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can't go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't make it. That's too far. So then it's when it starts looking very closed in and right underneath you. So we're going to try it at a really fast tempo. And you will notice that none of us are going to be able to go 1, 2, 3. This is when it's really slow. See how I can step out, really accentuate that movement, letting the hips release. But if the tempo picks up, well, I don't have enough time. It's kind of like when you're going through a yellow light. You should not be doing that. But you know how you're timed. You know who you are. You know how you're timing it, right? You go, I think I can make it. And sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. It's kind of like that. So we can't step out too far because the beat is going too fast. So we're going to do this at a much quicker tempo. Many merengues are super, super, super fast. But it's the same step. You just want to keep yourself contained and underneath yourself, and you'll be just fine. If you saw the movie Hitch, you just stay right there. You do your 2-step, kind of like that. You stay right underneath yourself, and you will have the cool effect. That's one of our dancers' favorite words, Marcel.
Yes.
The cool effect. Yeah, you'll have the cool effect, right? Because you don't want to be breaking out in sweat. You want to look nice and cool. Here we go. We're going to pick up that pace. So we're going to start off slow. And ladies, let me count so I pick up the tempo and then you just follow. And then you out there can follow me. We'll start off slow. We'll progressively pick up the tempo and just hang in there with us. All right, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, That's what happens when you dance. Because the music starts getting into you. And we don't even have any music.
That's right.
Where are you? Not yet. So you saw what happened. We progressively started bringing our legs closer and closer underneath us to the point where it kind of looked like we were just basically almost in place. Like almost in place. But we were doing the same step. And that's usually what throws off people, new dancers, because they think, well, is that a different step? No, we just couldn't go all the way out there because we don't have enough time between the beats. I hope that helps. If not, make sure you guys holler at us, comment below, and we'll make sure that next Facebook Live we'll answer your questions if you have something did not make sense to you. But that's really what's happening. We're doing the same step. Here is just a little bit bigger because we have a lot more time, but as minute it starts picking up, we have to, and sometimes we're like basically right here. Ready, girls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Right, like we're not even going anywhere, but the hips are going. So that's what's so great about merengue. It's just based on the tempo. Tell us what you guys think. So that is the 6 count basic. So let's review before we go any further on this lesson. Okay? Hope you had your water. Good. I'm sure you had your sip of water. Now we're ready to go. Okay. I'm just guessing because you're not here right in front of me, so I don't know how long it's taking you to take your sip of water. So let's review. We started with march. All right? So, every dance pretty much has a march. Almost every style. Whether you do this kind of thing, which you don't do in merengue, or you do this kind of thing in merengue. But every dance has something of a beginning like this. So, same thing. This can get very fast. Ready, ladies? 1, see this right here is the march, but now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like it's just going. It's going to town. So we just go around, and we're just going around, and this is a march. But the tempo was very fast. So that was our first step that we learned. Then we learned just one side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So this is the one we learned first. We can pick it up. All to the right? And we can just spend our little time going, yeah, there you go. You could go do it slow, you could do it fast depending on the tempo. Now we can go to the left too. There you go. Excellent. So the left leg is stepping out, coming in. We can pick up the tempo, depending on the merengue, going around, but it's still that left side lead. Nice job. Okay, so we did that. So 3 steps so far. March, the right outs, the left outs, and then the 6 count. We just finished that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we just finished. And you can do lots of different things. You notice I'm adding my shoulders. Just doing whatever. Hands on my hips. Throwing my hand out there. And all of a sudden, you look super cool on the dance floor. All right? So those were, how many is that now? 4. Those are 4 steps. And I think the last one we're going to finish because I think that's enough for today because, I don't want you to get overwhelmed. We'll be back next week. The 2-step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Guess what? Every dance has this 2-step. Okay? Merengue doesn't own it. Country music doesn't own it. Every dance style has a 2-step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I'm releasing my hips. Yeah. And again, good job. Right? So what happens if my tempo is nice and slow, it's going to go. Alright? So kind of like a grapevine without crossing over, right? 2 steps here. Right? Nice and slow. Right. But the merengue starts to speed up. Right? It starts to speed up. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And we can do that all day long. And it doesn't matter what leg you start on. Because right now what you're partner in merengue. As you know, you can dance merengue with a partner, and that's what most people see when they think of merengue. And we will do a lesson like that, but since we are the flavor company, and a lot of times we do formation dance, and we want you to come up, you don't need a partner. That's why we're showing you how to do the merengue as a solo person, as just you yourself, and I, or you yourself and you. Something like that. Anyway, that'll work. So that's the two-step. So again, the two-step is also going to depend on how fast your tempo is. But the rhythm does not change. Okay? So those are the steps that we wanted to cover tonight. We are going to play some music so that you can see what we're doing.
Before we play music, can we just practice a little bit while we talk about motivation?
Sure.
But, yeah.
Sure.
And so we can all, what steps should we do all together as we kind of chat?
I would say the side step.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me go check something real quick. Get the music set up.
Okay. So, yeah, so we'll just do the two-step
Yes.
on the side step here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're doing this with us, we wanted to bring up motivation because it's fun to have alliteration and say merengue and motivation, right? And what we mean by that is motivation to dance or motivation to not dance. And we bring this up because so many times people come up to us or comment to us online that I want to dance, I would love to dance, whether they're in the San Diego area or in Turkey or wherever they are. But I'd love to dance, but I don't know how to, or I have 2 left feet, or I'm embarrassed, or whatever. And we will tell you, I mean, our director here, professionally trained dancer, the rest of us have learned here. And we did not start as professionally trained dancers. We were not dancers as little kids. We came to this as, in my case, 40 years old. So it's something that I just started. My motivation was I want to do something fun for exercise. I was tired of whatever else I was doing. So that's where my motivation started. But, you know, I'd be interested to hear from all of you what your motivation to start might be, to start dancing or to get away from the fear of dancing, to go find a dance class in your area if you're not near us. And maybe you guys want to share what yours is.
Well, I think we might be running out of juice.
So
we don't have enough juice. So we will be back next week.
Yes.
So we're gonna play some music, and we want you to dance with us. Okay.
Okay.
So just get ready. Just get ready. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Here we go.
Blab away. We really were here to dance, so let's dance.
So this one is not too fast. Okay, here we go. And let's go march. See, I can march around. Here we go. Keep going. So now we want to the left. Woo! Okay, let's try that 6 count. Ready? Oh, you guys are doing great. Here we go. Two steps. Okay, 6 count again. You can take it around. All right, now the hips. You got this. Woo! And then shake it out. Shake it out. Woo! 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 That's our favorite part. Oh yeah, keep shaking, guys. So guys, we're about to start our rehearsal because we're kicking off letting you know when we're